On the spot news media, we got the latest news. We don't care about the views, we just representing right. Put local news internationally every night. On the spot, wave that Jamaican flag from left to right. Let's get it right, y'all know the type. We ain't dealing with the hype, we make it take flight.
Yeah man, my viewers and subscribers, what go on. A blessed and wonderful Monday morning to each and every person out there tuning into On The Spot News Media. Now my peeps, I don't know how we do it over on this side each and every morning. We have to give thanks and praise to the Most High Creator for the preservation of life, because life is indeed the greatest. So in the morning, my peeps, I have a few stories to share with you, the regular members of Chan Public and also members of the Diaspora. So please like the video, share the video, watch the entire vlog so you can get a full understanding and a better appreciation of everything we are going in Jamaica. So watch this now, my peeps, to the name Monday. Boy, me I tell you, my peeps, another work week has begun for many of us. And whilst many of us are mourning the losses of our loved ones, being above ground right now is still enough to be grateful for. Now, many have seen that I have not posted anything since last Wednesday on Valentine's Day, because I've been having some serious issues with YouTube. So let me just say this in layman terms. The evil adversary, the old dirty kind of boy, the old criminal elements, or whatsoever adjective you wish to use to describe the forces of evil, are trying tirelessly to silence the voice of On The Spot News Media. But I can tell you this, even if you are successful in getting YouTube to remove the channel off YouTube, you will never ever be able to silence the voice of On The Spot News Media until that day when the Almighty Creator decide to take his breath. Now I'm just letting you know that you can try all you want, but On The Spot News Media is here to stay. I am still having issues with the YouTube, but I can now upload, so most definitely you will be getting your videos, my loyal viewers and subscribers. And blessings to each and everyone out there who reached out to On The Spot News Media. I was not able to answer everybody because the messages was coming in huge numbers. So I answered the few that I could. But I'm publicly saying thank you all for reaching out to On The Spot News Media and showing your greatest sincerity, so to speak, and your appreciation for this channel. Yeah, man. So anyway, my peeps, make a move right on into this morning's set of stories. Now I'm going to play a video that was a press release from the Jamaica Constabulary Force when they recovered 64 weapons at the Kingston Wharf on Friday of last week. Mr. Bailey, that is Deputy Commissioner in charge of the crime portfolio, Fitz Bailey, made a profound statement in this press release. And I would most definitely want to expound on what Bailey had to say. But first, listen to this press release coming out of the Jamaica Constabulary Force when they recovered 64 weapons in one go at the Kingston Wharf in Kingston, Jamaica. Yeah, man, listen.
During a joint operation between Jamaica Custom and the Jamaica Constabulary Force, in particular, the Counter-Terrorism and Organized Crime Investigation Branch, the Firearm Trafficking Unit, a total of 64 assorted 9mm pistols were intercepted, and along with 965 9mm rounds and 107 magazines. The interception took place at the port of Kingston. This operation started earlier on this morning, somewhere about 8 o'clock, and it is still ongoing. This reinforces the importance of collaboration and interdependency, and that's what we have been doing as a group of law enforcement agencies. We are getting better at our collaboration, and I want to express our gratitude to the level of support that we are getting from the Jamaica Custom during our investigations into especially firearm trafficking. There are 2 persons that have been taken into custody so far, and I want to say that the firearms actually came from the United States of America. And oftentimes we hear about the problem of violence, especially gun violence and murder in Jamaica. And I want to make an appeal to the Jamaican citizens who actually are creating the significant problem that we have in Jamaica. They are the ones who are sending the firearm, and I am appealing to the diaspora to sort of engage the citizen and encourage them to desist from this type of destructive activity that is actually preventing them from coming to Jamaica to enjoy the paradise that we have.
Now, my peeps, on your screen is some of the firearms that was seized by the Jamaica Customs Agency and members from the Jamaica Constabulary Force on Friday of last week. DCP Bailey made a profound statement when he stated that members of the diaspora need to engage our citizens living in the diaspora to cease and desist from sending these weapons to Jamaica. As I've always stated, this needs a collaborative effort in fighting crime. It is not a Andrew Holness problem. It is not a Mark Golden problem. It is not just a on-the-spot news media problem or like-minded vloggers problem. It is a Jamaican problem. Whether you live yard or abroad, each and every person needs to play their part in advancing the welfare of our dearly beloved island home, Jamaica. Yeah, man. Now we are going to start all the way over there in the Kingston Eastern Police Division, where yesterday a fatal knockings and clappings took place in Harborview. Yeah, man. Sometime around 6:20 p.m. Now, right at the Total gas station, right at the Harborview roundabout, that was the scene of another brutal knockings and clappings. Now on your screen is the deceased man, who is said to be age 56 and identified as Maurice Anthony Yard, but more popularly known in the criminal underworld as Indian. Yeah, man. Now you heard me said that Mr. Yard was popularly called in the criminal underworld as Indian at age 56 years old. Now I'm pretty sure hearing the age, many must be saying to themselves, then on the spot, you're really stating that a 56-year-old man is a corner boy? Yeah, man. Well, I am categorically stating that Maurice Anthony Yard, otherwise known as Indian, is a long-standing and reputed knockis and clappis from over there in the Harborview Police Division. Now he has switched allegiance and teamed up with the enemy against that of his rival, his no rival, known as Lucas. Lucas, who is presently incarcerated and also the son of a noted crime producer who is now deceased, known as Marlon Brando from the Kingston Western Police Division, is now Indian's arch rival. Now Indian knew that Marlon Brando's son Lucas was out to get him, as an attempt was made on his life sometime last year. But being big, bad and brave, him a play it off as if he's invincible. And yesterday, he went on his little drive out to get his oil changed in his motor vehicle. And that is when all hell broke loose and his life was snuffed away from him by criminal elements aligned to that of Lucas. Now, for those who don't remember, this is Lucas presently on your screen. One of the most evilest criminal elements and criminal minds that has ever walked the streets of Bayshore in Harborview. Yeah, man. So Indian has some sons also who is a heavy and impactful part of the ongoing gang war in the Bayshore Park community of Harborview. So given the fact that Indian is no longer among the land of the living, his son will most definitely be planning a reprisal very soon. So persons living in and around that space are to be cognizant of that fact that a reprisal is most definitely guaranteed. Yeah, man. So watch this now, my peeps. You know, say, in our dearly beloved island home, Jamaica, a whole heap of clean clothes, madman, they are road they walk up and down. And this next story demonstrates exactly that. Now, on Saturday, on the grounds of the Hunts Bay Police Station, that's the head station of the St. Andrew South Police Division, smack in the middle of the 3 Miles area in St. Andrew. This criminal element here, presently on your screen, identified as Malachi Dawes, 19 years old, was taken out in a hail of bullets by policemen on duty at the Hunts Bay lockups. Now, it is alleged by the police that the confrontation with them arose from the police seeing this criminal element on top of the Hunts Bay police lockup, putting contraband through ventilation systems that will be collected by criminals in the cells. It is said that a policeman alerted the criminal element to cease and desist from what he's doing and to get down from the lockup area. It is said that the criminal element did the unthinkable and pulled a firearm from his waistband and fired several shots in the direction of the policeman. It is said that the policeman, along with other officers, took evasive action and returned fire, hitting the criminal element, leaving him lifeless. Now, isn't that literally a suicide mission? How can you go into the head station, a station like Hunts Bay, that always have police personnel going in and out of that particular police station? How can you climb on top of the jail cell and think that you won't be detected, given the fact that the police have offices which is high-rised and the jail cell, the roof of the jail cell would be low-rised? So at some point in time, someone would have seen you. Well, boy, may I tell you, the more we live, the more we learn. I hope that any others that is out there that is having that same smart idea would most definitely use this criminal element here as an example and not carry out such a suicide attempt. Yeah, man. Now over there in the Kingston Western Police Division, on Friday, another brutal knockings and clappings took place in that police division. But this time, also just like the Hunts Bay police station, but this time right behind the head station for the Kingston Western Police Division, that's the Denham Town Police Station, this fatal knockings and clappings took place. Now, the man that lost his life has since been identified as Omar Henry. He is said to be 43 years of age and said to be a higgler of a Water Street address in the Denham town community. Now, for those who don't know, Water Street is that street that runs right behind the Denham town police station. So basically, this is just showing how brazen these criminal elements are when carrying out their brutal acts of murders. Yeah, man. Now, it is not for sure if this man is involved in anything, but on the Spot News Media will most definitely be making checks to seek to find out the personality of the now deceased man Omar Henry, a 43-year-old higgler who get murdered right behind the Denham Town police station over the weekend. Yeah, man. Now, this young man presently on your screen is said to be 15 years old. It is said that he fell from a PNP motorcade and lost his life. Really, really sad indeed. But my thing is, my peeps, why and how a 15-year-old is on a PNP motorcade? It's like we are not learning as citizens in this country. No one is not saying that you don't have the right to support whatsoever party that you wish to support. That is separate and apart from the point. Because as a citizen, you do have that right. Not in this case, because this is a child, a 15-year-old, which just goes to show the type of parents that he may have, not accusing them either, because he could be one of those rogue children that just decide to do what he wants. But what I'm saying, whilst choosing your political preference, do so in a respectable manner. The hanging out of bus windows and car windows and rooftops and all that manner of madness is totally unnecessary. We have seen another person lost their lives falling from a motorcade. We have seen videos from a JLP motorcade where a female literally lost her leg. Her whole leg was cut off. She's now in a wheelchair. So my question is, was that all worth it? But anyway, make we continue. Now on your screen is a man that lost his life over there in the community of Naggo Head. He has since been identified as Chip, said to be the son of a farmer or reigning politician. Not sure what type of politician he is, the father that is. Now Chip is no longer among the land of the living, as the man they make the Chip Glock work in a chip. Yeah, man. Now Chip decide that him want to take over a certain section of the Naggo Head community, and the man them from a section known as West Bank decide say that can't work. Now what I've noticed over the years about the community of Naggo Head is that no matter who come and want to reign supreme and basically take up township, quick and fast, their life is snuffed out. As criminal elements in the diaspora says that no one can reign as a Don. The only Don who is controlling certain sections is the criminal elements in the diaspora who have that money can spend on getting hitmen to carry out their dirty works. Yeah, man. So Chip was the latest recipient of one of those type of hits, as he took up Donship and decided to supply criminal elements in the era with arms and ammunition. Now, as I've always stated, this is most definitely not a good way to go, as this criminal element here was brought up in a semi-decent family, went to a decent enough school and had better sense, but decided to go rogue and go on the side of darkness instead of staying on the side of light and using his popularity in a positive manner. But anyway, he's no longer among the land of the living, so we most definitely don't have Chip to worry about again. Yeah, man. Now over there in the usually quiet parish of Trelawny, the Trelawny police them put on a decent spot of work and ClapWeh two known criminal elements from the community of Clarkstown. Yeah, man. Now on the Spot News Media have gotten the names of the two criminal elements and the types of firearms that was retrieved by the police. But this is most definitely far from being over, as On the Spot News Media will most definitely unearth the characters of these criminal elements who is now deceased that was taken out by the police in Trelawny. Now the first youngster that was taken out, the old dirty corner boy, has since been identified as Trey Brown, just 19 years of age, said to be of a First Hill address in Jacksontown, Trelawny. The next criminal element has since been identified as Joseph Augustus McFarlane, aged 21. Now it is said that a Glock pistol was taken from Trey Brown and a .357 Magnum was taken from the 21-year-old Joseph Augustus McFarlane. So another decent spot of work again by the squad of them. Yeah, man. So anyway, my peeps, remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned to On the Spot News Media as I continue to bring you fresh news and updates in subsequent newscasts. On the Spot News Media. Yeah, man.